Today I'm gonna talk to y'all about Offset wanted to know why Cardi B chose Steffon Diggs, right? Well, Offset wanted to know why Cardi B chose Steffon Diggs. Now I'm gonna tell y'all men something, and y'all women. Whoever, like, once y'all break up, that's none of your business no more. Like Offset, that's none of your business, gang. Right now I'm in the middle of fixing my whip and all that. I gotta put the brakes and all that on. But I just thought I'd just say this to hopefully give some information out to y'all who are dealing with this same issue. Once you and a person break up, what they do after that has nothing to do with you. That's not your business. I don't even see why a person would be worried about what another person has going on. That's their business. Um, like I always say, you don't get to dictate um, how someone loves you, but you do get to dictate how long you choose to participate with them. Just keeping it a bean. So you can't make somebody love you. You can't make nobody like you. But what you can do is choose how long you choose to like deal with that and all that. So with that being said, when Offset and Cardi B broke up, you just can't like treat people any type of way and expecting these people to be like, that's cool and everything. Because they may not see it like that. So with that being said, once you and a person breaks up, that ain't got nothing to do with you no more. It's not your business. Because I see a lot of people, they have that issue, they have that problem. That problem with letting go. Me personally, I don't have that problem. Because you're going to do what you're going to do. And all I can do is wish you well and hope that everything work out for you. But it's people that are in these situations that figure someone owes them something. Nobody owes you anything. Now, if you happen to, you know, give that type of love, unconditional love or whatever, you're supposed to leave that up to them if they're going to return that love. Not like you forcing somebody to love you or like you, because that ain't going to work. So what I like to say is Offset issues with Steffon Diggs is valid because technically this is still your wife, the mother of your children. So you're going to feel some type of way. But like I always say, once you and a person breaks up, um, it's up to you whether you continue to deal with them or not. Because I got to hurry up and get back to my fixing my damn car and all that. But I just want to leave y'all with this message that once you and a person breaks up, that's like them trying to dictate who you choose to date. That ain't right. Now, you may not get to control what they do after the relationship, but you do get to control if you continue to deal with them after that, you know, based upon how they were, performing out here, so to speak. So I say, make a long story short, Offset is like pride at the moment. It's like pride. You wondering why she chose the other guy. on the same fact that y'all do the same ish. But I'm like, that ain't none of your business. I seen a case where a dude um he went to jail. He gave his woman the money to hold this and that. I guess money to take care of the bills and all that. And he went to jail. And while he was in jail, he lurking, ain't got nothing else to do. He lurking on his wife's uh, social media pages. She went and got another boyfriend or whatever, whatever. And then I guess she took his businesses or something like that or whatever, whatever. Um, you got the right to be mad at that. Like he had all rights to be mad at that, but bro, as soon as you got locked up, you should have known that she's not gonna wait around for you. Like that's just keeping it a bean. And then he got mad at her on the call and said, "Well, don't be throwing it in my face." But you're the one that's looking at her social media. So how is she throwing it in your face when she's just living her life? That's what happens when people feel they they're owed something. No one owes you nothing. And when you got pinched, all you could do is hope that when you got out, that you know, if she was single, that y'all could y'all know what I'm saying. That y'all could get back together or something like that. But when you go to jail, that would be selfish of me to be locked up and tell my woman to wait for me. That's selfish as a man. I'll tell a woman quick, like soon as if I ever got pinched, like just move on with your life. And if you're single when I get out, then you know everything is everything. You know what I'm saying? But I don't expect a woman to wait around for me. That's different if you got like 5 years or something like that. That's different. But if you got all this time, you can't put that type of weight on people because they'll disappoint you. But really, it's you disappointing yourself, putting that type of expectations on a person, expecting them to hold up a standard that you yourself wouldn't even uphold if the shoe was on the other foot. Let's keep it a bean. So, dude gets out. He takes the girl life because he basically like, yo, she took everything from me and stuff like that. Dude, I done already been in the same situation and I didn't have much and a little that I did have. Female took it all, but I'm not about to harm her or nothing like that. I'm a man. I could get it all back. And as y'all can see, thanks to the grace of God, I have more than what I've lost. So if I could do it, I know y'all could do it. But it's when people feel entitled, they feel like someone owes them something. That's what they feel like. They feel like people owe them something. Like you owe me. No, I don't. I don't owe you nothing. I don't owe you nothing. It would be nice, but I don't owe you nothing. You ask, you shall receive. But if you don't receive, it's because I didn't have it to give. And when I had it to give, if you didn't need it, then that's just what it was. So you can't give what you ain't got. Offset wants to know why Cardi chose the other guy. But I'm like, he do the same stuff that you do. And especially that the fact that Steffon Diggs got clout now. He's actually on the side of his nonsense. He's actually taking care of his children and stuff like that. And then Cardi has to call you, 40 going north. This is her words, not mine. She got to call you 40 going north to see your kids. She say she don't stop you from seeing your kids. She even got a house close to where you live so that they could be in vicinity of where you are. And then it's like Offset, he's one of those guys that's like, uh, if I can't have you, um, I don't want to, take care of my responsibilities. And there's people out here like that. If they can't have the woman, then they don't want to take care of their responsibilities, and that's whack. Like, how can you call yourself a man? Like, this is your duty as a man. Even if I'm not with this woman, I still got to take care of my responsibilities. And my responsibility, I ain't got no kids. Thanks to the grace of God, I don't have any children. But I'm like, bro, the woman don't owe you nothing, just like you don't owe her anything. That's not to say he's a bad father or something like that, but you could spend a lot more time with your kids and all that. You know what I'm saying? And it don't have to be based upon if she's around or not. Like, bro, if she wants, like, y'all not even together, so I don't know why that even affects you. Like, okay, I made my mistakes. If she got with such and such or such and such, that don't mean I have to continue to be with this woman. Like, y'all just got kids together. Like, that's it. You got the right to be angry, but that other man don't owe you nothing. That other woman don't owe y'all nothing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all making a problem with the other person, and it's like, that's weak. You know what I'm saying? I remember seeing this girl out one time, and she was looking real good. She was looking real good. She happened to be with somebody else. I'm not about to make a problem with that other man. Why am I gonna make a problem with that other dude? Like, he don't owe me nothing. He don't owe me no explanation. If that's who she chose to be with, why would I get mad? You know, and I really liked this. I really at the time I really liked this girl, but she don't owe me nothing. Once we broke up, she don't owe me nothing. Just like, why would I get into it with the other men she probably likes or who she's dating? Like, you could feel some type of way, like, you know what I'm saying? You human. You human. But your actions says everything about you and who you are and how confident you are in yourself and what you have to offer. Not proving to a woman that you can move on from her, or that you're not proving that you're a man by moving on. You proving to yourself that what they do don't dictate what I do. If she chose to date somebody else, you could feel some type of way because you have love for them. But if you really love them, you will let them make their own decisions. And if they want to be with you, you can choose to be with them or move on. Like, Offset problem is he don't want to grow up. That's the problem. He don't want to grow up. He wants to keep making ridiculous decisions because his heart is broken. His feelings are hurt. And to see your woman with another man, that'll hurt any man. That'll hurt any woman to see her man with another woman or whatever. So that's just keeping it a bean. But your action says everything about you. I feel some type of way, but I'm not about to make a problem with who she decided to date if we broke up. Even if we was in a relationship and I got cheated on or something like that, I'm not about to, I'm not about to make a problem with the other guy. For what? He don't owe me nothing. Now that's different if he trying to put his hands on me or something like that. I ain't going for that. Um, I ain't about to get into all that. I ain't never had no issues like that. Thanks to the grace of God, because I'm not going for that. I didn't disrespect you, don't disrespect me. If you like her, that's y'all business. We ain't got no ties. So what y'all got going on ain't none of my business. If you have a child by this person, um, you're not entitled to them. You don't get to dictate their lives. What's up? What's up? And that's why I say a lot of men, they do this type of stuff. A lot of women do this type of stuff. Why you got that woman around my kid? It's our child. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no kids, but I'm like, a lot of y'all act very childish because instead of telling that person you love them and want to be with them, y'all go about it the wrong way. Just like how females are territorial, men are territorial as well. But once y'all break up, what they do after that, unless it's harming your child, what they do with their life ain't got nothing to do with you. When it's harming your child, then you have the right to step in and like, nah, I'm not going for that. What you do with your life is your business, but now it's affecting my child, and I ain't got the time for that. So it's a lot of dudes that won't see their child because they ex woman is dating another man. Like, bro, like grow up, man. And that's why I say I I even had that situation where I seen uh one of my exes, she was dating this other guy. I didn't make no problem with that, man. I was low key salty. Like, you gonna come in here with this nigga? This nigga? I should beat this nigga. This is what I'm thinking. But I'm like, nah, that's not right. Cause me and her are broken up. So even if we were together, that's being childish. She has the room to make her own choices. Like, she know right from wrong. She knows that if she do me wrong, I'm not gonna mess with her. Like, I'm gonna keep it moving. I ain't gotta explain nothing to you. Like, you know right from wrong. So with that being said, it's a lot of women that will do like devious things to a man because he decided to get another woman. Like, listen, you have the right to be angry because you love that person, but if you truly love that person, you could want what's best for them, but not truly know what's best for them. If they supposed to be in your life, they will be. If they not, then that's just what it is. You leave it at that. You want somebody to love you because they do, out of their own sheer free will. You don't want to have to force nobody to be with you. Like, you don't have to go through nothing like that. And to see people feel like they got to resort to this type of behavior, which is why dudes be crashing out because they feel entitled, like they are owed something because they gave something. Like, they feel like because they gave a person love, that that's what they should get in return. It'd be nice, but they don't owe you that. I mean, that's just me keeping it a bean. When you love somebody, love is allowing people to do the room to do whatever they want to do, to choose you every day. That's what it is. It's a choice. Love is a choice. It's a choice. It's free will. Like, if they decide to do something wrong, they know you're not going to tolerate that. If they know you're not going to tolerate that and they do that anyway, all you do is move on. You just break up and just go on about your business. It'll hurt. It'll feel almost like a heartbreak feels almost like grieving. That's what it feels like. It feels like grieving because you're uh, dealing with a loss. That's what a heartbreak is like. But feel the feelings and let the feelings pass. And it took years for me to actually heal and look at myself and what I was doing wrong and all this other stuff. I'm no different than I was ever. Like, I'm still the same dude, but you grow up. You allow the situation to grow you instead of it becoming a detriment to you, which is why the ugly side of people always comes out because they're trying to dictate, how life goes, or no, it's supposed to be like this, and nah, I me, like for real. If you truly love a person, you gonna want what's best for them, even if they're not with you, so that when they choose you, it's not because you forced them to choose you. they did it out of their own free will. And while y'all are broken apart, or say y'all doing a breakup or something like that, you supposed to be getting yourself together mentally, physically, all of that stuff. I didn't notice I stopped lifting weights. I didn't know I stopped doing the things I love to do because I'm so focused on trying to fix somebody else that don't need fixing. So that's why I say, man, if you love somebody, you let them be free as a bird. They know where home is. They know what your number is. They know how to get in contact with you or whatever, whatever. Um, Now it's different if they are manipulating and stuff like that. Like, no, they got some growing up to do. If they treating you like you don't want to be treated, then it's best for you to cut ties right then and there because you don't have to deal with that. So just like they don't either. Offset problem is he's allowing the heartbreak to bring out the worst in him. This is why he's, gained a gambling addiction and it's at an all-time high right now because he don't want to feel the feelings of loss. It's okay, brother, but you got to look at the stuff you do wrong. You can't just be like, oh, it's all their fault. And that's why I'm like, Offset, you looking at what the other man is doing wrong instead of realizing that this is the reason why my wife is over here in the first place. She's over here because of how you were acting, the things you were doing. Then when she got her leg back, now your chest hurt. Then when she decides she ain't gonna put up with that no more, and then she goes and get a guy that ends up being worse than you were. Now you mad that she continues to be with this guy, but she didn't want to put up with your BS. Like, how long did she put up with your BS? The same way she's putting up with his BS. The same way he might be putting up with her BS. Like, it's just a revolving door. If you don't want it to end like that, you need to change something that you doing. You can't just cheat on a woman and expect her to be loyal to you. You can't lie to a woman and expect her not to lie to you. It's like follow the leader. So what is she following? If you doing all this scandalous stuff, she's following you. Like, I'm just keeping it a beat. She's following you. So if you feel like that's not what trying to conduct in your relationship, then you need to evaluate. Evaluate. Like, come on, you gotta treat people like you want to be treated. So Offset, you can't complain about what this other guy is doing because that's not your business. He don't owe you nothing. He don't owe you nothing. You having a problem with this guy, like, bro, you just being salty right now. If you really wanted your wife back, you would straighten your shit up and you would be on your shit. She shouldn't have to tell you to see your kids. She shouldn't have to tell you, like, you know what I'm saying? And some people are like that. Oh, I don't want nothing to do with the kids if I can't be with you. Like, this is some weird. That's some weird behavior, man. That's some weird behavior. Whoever she decided to get with, that's none of your business. Just like I tell women, if you don't want a man, you can't be like, oh, well, yeah, I just want to see who my child around and stuff like that. That's fine and everything, but you can't be making problems with that other person because that other person don't owe you nothing. I tell women this and I tell men that. Okay, they went and dated somebody else. Y'all broke up. Get over it. Get over it. You never know. Y'all could probably make up. Y'all could probably become back cool, but not if you make a grave decision, if you know what I mean. A lot of these dudes, they go out here, crash out, and now there's no way to repair that. There's no way to, you know, just like in the words of OG Bobby Johnson, he was like, Jimmy, if you hit a man in time, his wounds will heal. And later on, you can apologize to that man. But if you kill, there's there's no later on. There is no later on. So what y'all dudes is uh like really crashing out over these females, man. When these females, I seen a female got mad that her baby father started dating some other woman. Uh, she was pregnant at the time, and she got mad at him for going to date another woman or something like that. Well, if that's what he chose to do, that's his business. So she went and made an issue with the girl, tried to play friendly, took the girl's life. Not only did you lose, not only did she lose the man, she lost the child, and she lost her life that she was already living because she was jealous of the other girl that her baby daddy had chose. Like, woman, it's okay to be hurt, but you can't be. He broke up with you, okay, and she was a pretty girl. Like, woman, you never know if y'all become back cool or something like that. But now after that, what if he don't want to deal with you because you took another girl's life because you was mad he moved on to somebody else? You can't do that. Like, you can't do that, man. If somebody this is what you want right here. What you want is somebody to choose you out of their own free will. That's what you want. You don't want to ever think that you force somebody to stay around or be with you or deal with your nonsense or whatever you're going through. You want them to genuinely be with you because they want to be. I don't know how else better to say that. I don't know how else better to say that. Like, I've never forced a woman to be with me. I never forced a woman to choose me. Nothing. None of that. She ain't got to sleep with me. She don't owe me nothing. If I took a shorty out on bro grave, shorty, I just took you out because I happened to want to go out and you was the lady I hit up. That's all it was. Oh, well, I really want to go out with her. And sometimes those women, whoo, they outdressed me on bro grave. I just tried to do my due diligence, taking some of these ladies out. But if I took her out, she don't owe me nothing. And it's a lot of suckers and simps that feel like because he took a woman out, she owe him some sex. Like, bro, you's a goofball. You supposed to take a woman out because you want her, you have an interest in her, and you want her to be interested in you. So when you take a woman out, it's supposed to be on some fly shit. Like, yo, I got 2 tickets here. You trying to roll, this and that. You want to meet up there? We can do that if you feel more comfortable with that. Like, if a female don't want to do something, I'm not about to force her or try to convince her otherwise. Like, shorty, we don't do that over here. Like, especially when I take a young lady out or an older lady. I prefer older women. That's just me though. But whoever likes me, I probably like you as well. Like, that's how I treat women. It's like, if you fuck with me, I fuck with you. That's how it is. If you don't fuck with me, I don't care. I'll live. I'll be alright. But most dudes, they don't know this. They'll take a woman out and they're already expecting something out of it. Like, bro, that's weird. That's sucker behavior. That's simp, beta. That's giving goofball, corny. You a buster. If I take a shorty out, if I tell her I want to take her out, that means I'm paying. If she call you and asks you to go out with her, then that means she's paying. But y'all supposed to establish what's going on. Hey, yo, I pay for this. You could pay for that. Y'all supposed to establish that before y'all ever go out. So I don't get what the issue is. But people feel entitled to somebody's love, entitled to their loyalty, entitled like they owe them something. They don't owe no. That's like somebody feeling like you owe them something because of something they chose to do for you. That's weird. Like, if they choose to reciprocate that love, you want it to be genuine. I didn't tell them to do that. They did that on their own. They showed me love on their own. I didn't make her call me back. I didn't force her to hit me up or text me. She chose that. That's how love supposed to be. I didn't drag her down this aisle. You ain't dragged that man down the aisle. It's supposed to be a mutual love and respect for each other. That man, if he married you on his own. Not, oh, we supposed to be married by this time. Like, that ain't love. That ain't love. And y'all gonna be miserable in that marriage because it's not built on the right pretenses. We should have been married, or we should have been had a baby. And then dude was like, oh, she was supposed to sleep with me, and we been together forever, and it's been a minute. Like, nobody owes you nothing. Genuine love is when they express that on their own. You shouldn't have to force women, you shouldn't have to force a man to see his child. This is a grown ass man. He know his responsibilities. Like, just like vice versa. A man shouldn't have to force a woman to do what only women know how to do. Be there for a man. Like, okay, he probably ain't ate. Let me ask him if he ate something. I may not have all the money in the world, but I could at least do something. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes is, this is when people feel entitled. Dudes is like, man, she made me some ramen noodles. What type of man want to come home to some ramen noodles? The fact that she even fed you, you should be grateful for it. Because she could have spit in the food. Like, she could have. Like, oh, bro, great. So it's like, just be glad you got something. And then when she wants to reciprocate that energy, it's genuine. But if you don't like how this person treating you, you could talk to them without talking at them, without yelling all that. Look, this right here, I'm not feeling that. You know what I'm saying? Baby, I'm ready to eat. I'm hungry. But if she don't feel like that, she don't have to do that. It's been times I've been with girls and they never cook nothing at home, bro. Great. Like, I didn't force them to, and when they decided to, that's where I felt all that love, because they made, like, you deserve this, and you know what I'm saying. If she did something for me, I never required it from her. It ain't nothing she gonna do for me that I wouldn't do for her. As long as there ain't no weird shit. I don't do the threesomes and all that. That shit weird. I'm cool on that shit. Cause God rules about that. You don't open the door to the devil, and you know, and it won't be hard to close that door because it was never open in the first place. So, you know, um, I believe one woman is enough problems. Woo! That's what I learned from King Solomon. One woman is enough problems for any man. So that's why I was like, nah. So when y'all break up, it's the time for y'all to grow up. That's what a breakup is for. Because some men haven't grown up. Some women haven't grown up. Like, she still wants to do things that you don't want to do no more, or it's vice versa, where you want to do stuff that she don't want to do no more. You want to hang out with the homies 3 o'clock in the morning. Well, I'm a grown man, but now you have responsibilities. You have a woman. That don't mean you can't do what you want to do. It just means now you're thinking for two people and not just yourself. And that's why a lot of relationships and marriages end, because people are selfish. I didn't say that a million times. A lot of people are just selfish, man. They only think about themselves. That's where cheating happens, because they was only thinking about how they felt and what they wanted, and they was like, well, why did that person cheat? They cheated because they were selfish. That's the reason why a relationship or a marriage ends, because someone in it was being selfish. It's about me, me, me. I. Well, I wasn't this and that satisfied. Like the eyes of a man is never satisfied. Womankind alike. Like our eyes will never be satisfied, but you're supposed to be content with what you have. Like, okay, somebody, some women was like, oh well, this person was nice to me. Like, listen, you can find whatever excuse you want to, but it's the same as the men when they try to tell me their excuse. It's just an excuse to cover up the fact that you're selfish. You selfish. You only think about yourself, not how that person would have felt. You try to justify it by, oh well, they doing this wrong and they doing that wrong, and that's how you justify it. Oh, this person doing this better and this and that, and they have more of this. You're trying to justify the fact that you are selfish. And this goes for men. I tell men the same thing. Oh man, she wasn't doing this and that. Bro, you trying to justify the fact that you're selfish. Every relationship is tested. So it just means like if your relationship got tested and you folded, that's on you. You were being selfish. You thought about yourself. Oh, she looked good and this and that. Oh, well, my girl wasn't doing it. Bro, you cheated because you were selfish. That's it. Just the same way I tell women. No, woman, it didn't matter what that other person had or how they looked, or it didn't matter. You were justifying the reason you was doing this. But I'm telling you what it is. It's because you selfish. You're selfish. Period. It's not a bad thing. It's not bad being selfish to think of yourself first. It says in the Bible, I want to go off of what the Lord says. To think of yourself is not a selfish thing. It's also to take care of yourself because you can't pour from an empty cup, right? You can't help nobody until you help yourself. You can't love nobody till you love you. But if loving you or something you about to do is going to hurt that other person that you supposed to be in a relationship with or a marriage with, if you know this is going to hurt them and you choose to do that, that's being selfish. It says in the Bible, look toward the needs of others, not just your own. You can't like, okay, well, I want to go hang out with the fellas tonight, but I ain't spend no time with my lady at all, at all. I haven't hung with her or nothing like that. That's selfish. Now you could say, oh babe, I want to go out with the homies and stuff like that. If she say, okay, yeah, that's cool and this and that, that's you not asking her for permission. Asking for permission is, mama, can I go outside? Girlfriend, can I go outside? That's suckers. We don't do that. I'm saying, you think of the other person as well as yourself before you make a big decision, such as to lie, to cheat, and all of this other stuff. That happens when people are being selfish. Thinking of yourself is like, did I eat today? Did I wash my behind? Did I brush my teeth? Did I wash my face? Did I do the things that I'm supposed to do for myself? You know, because that's all y'all doing, really, is y'all two people trying to get along. But to only think of yourself is when you start lying because you don't know how that's going to affect another person. It's not just affecting you when you lie. It's affecting the other person's ability to trust you. At least keep it real. Oh, you going out with the homies, but you end up sleeping around with this woman. Or she go on a girls trip with her friends and she ends up sleeping around with another man. That's being selfish. It wasn't selfish the fact that she wanted to go out. It's not selfish the fact that he wanted to go out. It's selfish when you make a big decision that could affect who you're in a relationship with. I don't care how they feel because right now my feelings is hurt. Uh, uh, I think you can't smoke herb in the stream, dog. You got a warning. This is not smoking weed. This is smoking a black. This is smoking a black. I don't smoke weed. I don't do drugs and none of that. If they flagged it, then shout out to them. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, I think I forgot to put that 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 no kids. You know that right there. But anyway, I don't smoke weed, kids. None of that. I don't do drugs. None of that. Y'all ain't gotta worry about that. I don't drink liquor. None of that stuff. I don't do that. I just smoke a black and mild. That's not illegal and it's not against the law. Um, but anyway, yeah, like a lot of people are selfish. A lot of people are selfish. Um, Cause I would never smoke weed on stream. Like even if I did smoke weed, like I wouldn't smoke weed. Cause that'd be an 18 plus type of channel. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, people are selfish. That's why a lot of relationships end. People are very selfish. They're selfish because they make decisions that affect another person, but they'll make that decision. Like Peter, that's why Lois used to get mad at Peter because he would be doing stuff that affects her as well. You going out, getting drunk is not affecting her. But what's affecting her is when you can't come home, when inebriated to the fact of, you know, you taking it out on them, that's when it affects the other person. And Peter gonna be Peter, but he had to learn, just like on the episode of Family Guy when he was like, sometimes I didn't take my wife out. Sometimes she wanted to go places and all she doing is taking care of us or taking care of the family. It's like, especially that time where she starts singing down in the basement and she let him know like she didn't care for the male's attention. It was like it was a while since she had something to do, since she's always taking care of them. And then, Peter, he like, dang, sometimes I didn't pay attention to you. I didn't listen to you. You know what I'm saying? The way you carry yourself, you would think nothing is ever wrong. Especially how some women keep things bottled up inside. She don't really say much. Mm. So, my favorite. Nah, this ain't weed. This is called a black and mild. Uh, this is called a black and mild. Uh, y'all do know the difference between a black and weed, don't y'all? A black and a blunt. It's two totally different things. So it's just like smoking a cigarette. So I don't do cigarettes because I think that looks kind of feminine. It's like men smoke cigars, women probably smoke a cigarette. You know, probably don't smoke at all. I prefer a woman that don't smoke at all. But if she do smoke, I'm not mad at her. So with that being said, man, people keep asking me, is these like, bro, this ain't weed. Like you can literally go to the store when you get 18. Matter of fact, no, you gotta be 21. You have to be 21 to buy tobacco products. So I smoke blacks really because it helped me stop smoking weed. It helps with like, because I used to believe I had ADHD because I be doing like 10 things at once. So it helps me focus on one thing at a time. I be focused on everything. Like, I got to do this. If I'm a hoop, I'm going to do this right after. It's like it slows me down because when I don't smoke a black, I be like playing the game, doing this, probably building a computer, working on the car, all at the same time. Like, but that's what it be. Um, so with that being said, man, I feel like my like in the book of Job, he said my bones waxed cold when he kept silent. So I feel like if I don't say enough, then when I leave this world, then uh, what have I done to give back to the world? And then that's what makes it difficult when you on your deathbed and you think about all the things you could have done, all the things you should have said and could have said. So rest in peace to one of my homies. Um, he actually was telling me that I should do this, and because I was always, talking to people on the block and all that stuff, and I'm like, bro, I done seen it all, I done did it all to the full, and it's like, I tell people, I'm not telling you how to live, I'm telling you what I've learned. And what I've learned is a lot of my life, I've been selfish. I've been selfish and not thinking about the other person and what they want. Sometimes I neglected my lady. Sometimes she didn't understand that I got into situations or I had things to do. And at that time, I was working 2 jobs and going to school. So I'm like, I can't have all the time in the world to give to you. Like, I'm sleep. She blowing my phone up. She like, you ain't sleep. You probably with some woman. I'm like, and she probably giving me peace. She probably giving me some peace in my life. Like, dang, woman, can I sleep? Can I take a nap? We can hang out. Can I? And that was something I needed to do for me. But I had to tell her, I'm about to go to sleep. So, and she probably would have been blowing up my phone. That's why I didn't say nothing. You ain't about to go to sleep. You lie. Bro, I can't do nothing. On bro grade, like, it didn't help the fact that I was handsome. I'm on bro grade. That way. I think the way that I hold this black makes people think it's weed, but nah. Cause I be holding like this. But yeah, so with that being said, man, stop always thinking about yourself when you make a big decision. Start thinking about the other person and stop just, because I went and bought a car one time, and the shorty I was dealing with, I went and bought a car. No, I went and bought a truck. I went and bought a nice truck. It was red. It had rims on it, all that. Looked like I was selling drugs, and I wasn't. And, you know, I'd have never talked to her about something when I was about to go do that. And then I could have bought 2 cars for the price of one, but I was only thinking of myself. And when she bought her car, she would do stuff that I didn't like. And it was like, bro, before you about to fix something on the car, shorty, tell me. But this is how I was moving. I was doing stuff and not telling her. So she did something and not told me. And then it hurt both of us. And I was like, I can't even be mad at you because you following the leader. If I don't talk to you about big decisions that I make, then why do I expect you to talk to me before you make a big decision that could affect both of us? That involves lying, cheating, being deceiving, stealing, uh, being unkind, being unfair, being. It's not a dictatorship. I keep telling men that when you quote unquote an alpha, you are a leader. That's all an alpha means, is the leader, the one that thinks the wisest. So if everybody's following you and you not making the right decisions, should they keep following you? And then if they follow you, can you be mad at what they showing you? Because if you look at it, they probably doing the same thing you did, but probably even worse. So that's why I say, man, alpha is just a mindset. It's like I'm the leader. So I have to treat her like I want to be treated. And if she's not treating me like that, I'm cool with just breaking up and going our separate ways. That's just like, if she doesn't like how I'm leading, she's welcome to leave at any time. It's not a dictatorship. It's not like she's forced to be there. So if she's there, it's because she wants to be. If she's with you, it's because that's where she want to be. And if that man is with you, that's because he want to be there. Legend. Subscribe. Buh! He said one bag a day keeps the shadow people away. Nah, I don't smoke weed, man. Nah, I ain't from UK. I'm from the US, man. Let's collab. Oh yeah, we can do that, man. Project Day Day.